I call the meeting of the Legislative Committee to order for this Tuesday, August 4th at 11:33 a.m. Roll call, please.
Member Childress.
Yes.
Chair Desart.
Here.
Vice Chair Galassi.
Here.
Member Deacon Garcia. Member Ozog. Member Schwartz.
Here.
Okay. And I move to approve the minutes of Tuesday, July 7th, 1960.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any additions or subtractions or any changes at all? Hearing none, it's approved, or all in favor. Sorry. Any opposed? All right. Public comment.
None received.
Okay. Chair's remarks. I do have some extra this time. During the county board break over the last couple of weeks, I attended two ISACO Zoom meetings. One was for the statewide Judicial and Public Safety Committee, which Lucy chairs, by the way. And the second was the ISACO meeting of collar counties. And just to give you a heads up about some of the legislative issues that other counties are talking about, I'm not giving my opinion, I'm just saying what some of the things talked about. One was the automated license plate readers, the flock cameras. Should county boards authorize them? Should there be more legislative guardrails on unauthorized data sharing? Are they too big brother? Currently, there is no active policy in use regarding flock cameras. How long should information be retained? 3 days, 30 days, 60 days? Should a warrant be signed by a judge for law enforcement to be able to access information? A representative from King County said the Fourth Amendment would be anti-flock cameras because your vehicle is your private property. And the Fourth Amendment says protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. Now, just as an aside, I did talk to Bob Berlin right after JPS, and he assured me it wasn't in violation of the Fourth Amendment. Some of the guardrails would be that it would be aligned with leads, which, like, if you're in law enforcement, you can't find your girlfriend on leads and find out who her boyfriend is. So I'm just using that as an example. So some are saying that this should be used as the same curriculum thing as leads.
That's not the case at the moment.
At the moment, there are no guardrails. No. Some of the other issues, affordable housing, the free federal surplus items available to other government agencies. Joe McCoy said he'll send out information on that. But there are other governmental agencies have free stuff that we could get for our county. We talked about solar farms and data centers, and how we need more local control and not state control, because we know our areas better than the legislators in Springfield do. Veterans Assistance Program, SB 3646, they want more county control rather than, again, Springfield control. AI regulations, public transport reform, prevention to the cuts of LGDF, which is the Local Government Distributed Fund, and the Build Act. So those are just some of the things that we discussed that for the Calhoun counties that we might want to keep an eye on in the future. Any comments or questions about what I can?
I did. Do you want me to do it now or like in older business?
Oh, we'll do it older new business.
It's
Do you
up to
have comments about this?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Oh, okay. I didn't know when it was appropriate. Thank you. So I guess I don't know if it's too late to add anything to our legislative agendas, but the license plate reader issue is very concerning to me. Just because, I mean, I guess there's a fine line, obviously, which is why it's being discussed about whether we need guardrails and taking away the usage that the current, police and sheriff's departments have, because I know just talking to so many police officers, going on ride-alongs, and being a part of those conversations, how imperative those license plate readers are to bringing the crime numbers down. So I'm concerned. I guess if we could add something to our legislative agenda, just to make sure that we're at the forefront of protecting the police and sheriff's ability to use those in whatever manner they see fit. That's obviously not, I don't know. It is concerning to me. I believe strongly that we need them to their, fullest capacity. And if there's too many restrictions, it could take this amazing, asset and, decrease its value to the,
I wonder if at our next legislative committee meeting, we could have Bob Berlin come in and talk about, the pros and cons of flock cameras. He's very much in support of them. And I agree with you. I do think there should be guardrails because I don't want police to pull over their ex-girlfriend or something like that. However, I do a lot of news coverage in Will County, and just a couple of weeks ago, there was some guy slugged a guy, got in, carjacked their vehicle, and within like an hour, they found the bad guy because of black cameras.
yeah.
So
I mean, most of the cars that have been carjacked that are coming out of the city are
Yeah.
caught and apprehended because of the flock cameras.
And the other point that State's Attorney Berlin made, which is excellent, is that we're always being recorded.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah.
Jewel, go to Mariano's, right here, we're always being
Right.
recorded.
Yeah,
So
and
what's-
talking with, sorry to interrupt you,
No,
but,
no.
another point, talking with, Chief King, who is the chief of the Hinsdale Police Department, about these cameras, he said that they allow their force to feel like it's, I'm pulling a number out of my memory, but like 10 times the size that it really is. Like when people are coming and doing, robberies or what have you, coming from Cook County, that these cameras that are, at the exits of the highways where they're coming in, I'm just talking about Hinsdale
Yeah,
specifically,
yeah.
because that's a conversation I had. That he said it feels like we have 10 times as many squad cars on the street protecting the streets because of these,
Yeah.
because of this capability with these cameras. So, he said it allows us to keep our personnel numbers down and yet be incredibly effective. So the thought of taking any of that away, I mean, I understand, of course, you don't
Like
want
the
to.
argument that all those people had about drones. Remember when we were purchasing the
Right.
drones for the sheriff's office, and all
Right.
those people talked about being surveilled?
Right.
But we're being surveilled though.
Yeah, right. I like the
Phones are
idea.
listening to every word we
Yeah,
say.
I mean, we'll probably all get information served to us on Instagram. as
We're
soon as
gonna
we
be
leave,
sold
but-
black
Yeah.
cameras today. Are you done with the class?
I had one other question.
yes.
You mentioned the Build Act. What was the feeling about, because you also mentioned that the counties want to keep local control, which is my opposition to the Build Act. So what was the
Right.
conversation about the Build Act?
I was just listing things that as they came up in the meeting, just, let me find the building. That the key, notes regarding our counties is, the middle housing mandates, which we have talked about a lot, getting more middle housing. More accessory dwelling units. I don't know if you guys were just in development, but accessory dwelling units are important in the Build Act. And those were the two main issues regarding the Build Act. I know
That people supported or that they?
support it.
Okay.
Support it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're always talking about that missing middle,
Was there opposition though to taking away local control?
No, there was not. There was not. People want local control.
Right, so there was opposition to taking away local control.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
that was-
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
but, one of the big things we talked about at the meeting too was data centers or solar farms. And the state is telling people, or is telling local governments they can be built anywhere. But we local governments know our geography better than Springfield does. So
Right.
that's why it's so important to have local control.
Agree.
And one of the things that they mentioned, I can send it out to Heidi next time there's going to be a Color County Zoom, because Joe McCoy from ISACO is the one who runs the meeting. And with the Zoom, Joe said that he's going to, at our next Color County Zoom, have the two legislators who signed on to the solar and the data center bills, and have them hear us on why we want more local control. And I think that would be valuable for all of us to be on that Zoom.
okay, thank you.
I saw Greg.
No.
Nothing? Okay. Any other comments about my notes? All right, then I'm gonna move right on to the action items. I move to approve LEG P0002-26, recommendation for the approval of a contract to Mark Fumes Inc. to provide consulting services as a lobbyist representing DuPage County before the Illinois General Assembly and State Executive Branch for County Board for the period of September 15th, 2026 through September 14th, 2027, for a contract total not to exceed $94,500. It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Perfect, that passes. Next, I move to approve LEG-P-0003-26, the recommendation for the approval of a contract to Rauchi and Sullivan Strategies LLC to provide consulting services as lobbyists representing DuPage County for the Illinois General Assembly and State Executive Branch for the County Board for a period of September 1st, 2026 through August 31st, 2027 for a contract total not to exceed $52,500. So I moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Oh, second by Member Childress. Any comments? Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passes as well. Any old business? Any new business? I would just like to schedule a committee meeting and talk about clock cameras with Dick's Attorney Berlin, whatever his schedule allows. He's a busy guy.
I'll arrange it.
Oh, thank you. Okay, no. I move to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All right, so I moved and seconded. We are adjourned. Thank you all so much.